Going against Wemby, you had one play where, you got him completely turned around and you went up for the lefty lay and he recovered and blocked it. And I know you were matched up with him, switched onto him a few times as well. What is it like for a basketball fan who's, being introduced to this guy with a lot of hype? What is it actually like to be on a basketball court against him?
I mean, obviously the height thing is like a big one because that's ridiculous. Like, what is he, 7'5", 7'4"?
He says he's 7'4". I tend to disagree with that. I think he's taller.
Yeah, like that move that you're talking about. I was like, I don't even know if I probably should try to dunk it.
Yeah, turn it over. Yeah.
Yeah, but just, it's special. So that was cool to be out there. But I think at the same time, like from a competitor standpoint, like I'm not ever playing somebody and I'm like,
oh, I know that.
We're not playing.
I know that. But there's definitely times where you're going against a guy and you're like, something stands out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's just, he was able to move really well to be that tall. I think he had a spin. I made him spin. I did everything right. He spun into traffic and spun from outside the lane and got to the other side kind of easy and laid it up with his left. And I was like, that was the move of the night. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got it. And then, he was shooting threes and yeah, he's gonna be good.
One time I tapped Kawhi on the stomach and I was like, what the fuck was that? He's a robot. He's another one. He's different, right? There's certain guys that are different. Mm-hmm. They're different. What is it like having a 7'2" wingspan? I have a negative wingspan.
Yeah,
one of those guys.
Isn't that how shooters go like that? Like
Tyler Hero, baby.
Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of shooters have the negative. I don't know. When I was shorter, because I had a growth spurt, so I was 5'10", 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, and that's tracked. Anybody can go search that up.
So you grew into your arms essentially.
Yeah, and then my arms grew a little bit more, but. I don't know. Now it's not as awkward. Like I'm into my body.
No, I know. But
before
obviously.
It was so awkward. Like everything upper body was slow.
Are you cognizant of it though?
Yeah.
You are cognizant of it.
Yeah.
Because I was always cognizant of not having a long wingspan and the things I had to even defensively, if I can stay in front of a guy, but if I get bumped just a little bit, I don't get the contest that a normal guy would get. Right.
And I feel like sometimes if somebody's quicker than me, there is that gap where I don't think people, because I'm really I'm 6'5", 6'6", somewhere around there. So I kind of back up and I feel like a lot of guards or whoever I'm guarding think it's more space than what it is until I kind of contest or I know I can reach around screens a little bit and do that. So I figured out my arms, especially defensively.
You mentioned the growth spurt. How much were you recruited in high school?
Very little.
Very little.
Very little.
I read Hofstra, Nevada. You had Hofstra.
Was that my first one? I think my first one was Nevada. I don't really count it.
Sorry, Nevada.
Yeah.
I said Nevada.
Oh, how do you say it? I don't know. It's either or, right?
I think it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, they didn't actually mess with me, so care less how I say it. They did me one of those offers and then never talked to me again, so I don't really count that one.
Okay.
But Hofstra sent me one and UCSB in Santa Clara. And that was it. And it was just them three. Did you
think you could play in the NBA back then?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
What made you confident that you could play in the NBA?
I thought I had all the skills to do it and I was just short. So I was like, So there are shorter people in the NBA than me. So
are your parents tall?
My dad's 6'7".
You knew you would grow.
Yeah, my dad's once it starts getting
touch and go.
Yeah, college, and I'm still 6'2" and a half. I'm it's very touchy there.
Yeah.
And then I grew that summer.
Okay, but
my mom's 5'10", dad's 6'7". And then my brother stole all the height. He's 6'8".
Yeah, that's amazing. You mentioned, by the way, I think it was Jaden McDaniels, if I'm not mistaken, that had a dunk attempt, and that's what knocked you out for a few games early in the season. This post All-Star break, your production, I'm sure you know this, but 18.6 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 55% from the field, a little under 43% from three. What changed from pre-All-Star break to post-All-Star break, besides just being comfortable?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't mean this in like a negative way, but like obviously my minutes went up. I think just playing more obviously helps. I feel like early in the season, it was just like we were in so many close games to start the year I was in. I got really comfortable and then like who I was guarding. So it's like I'm guarding Luka, then Kyrie, and then so I'm like in the fire for like a lot of these games. So I feel like I was already really comfortable. And then I think Shea went out. So now our spots are a little different. So now we need kind of somebody else to score. So now I'm in a lot more just situations and stuff like that where I'm able to figure it out. And then my coaches are obviously kind of just let me rock out, which is rare to just kind of let me go out there and mess up and figure it out. So I was out there just confident. And sometimes that's like, there's a lot of talented dudes with, like confidence can be low. And it's like other dudes, just have the opportunity. So that's kind of a mix. And then I was just comfortable.